What up, guys? Dimmy OCC. This is slightly something a little bit different today. Basically, this is my OCC Division 3C Game 1. It's a little bit late because this was played at the same time as the Rebel final was on. So I was watching that. I didn't stream it. So I'm coming back to revisit it and look at it, and just to show you guys anyway, because I'm gonna have the whole season on there. So this is the Cowboys. So this is OCC Game 1 against the Orc team. We're pretty low TV. Like we've had a few casualties basically, so we've got a lot less TV. Not a lot less. It's pretty similar, but in team-wise, it was a pretty difficult game. So we've got guard, mighty blow, blodge, tackle, blitzer, agi guard, tackle, mighty blow, guard troll, block guard, mighty blow, and then kick off, return, block. What you didn't see, we actually lost the toss. So we lost the toss. We're just gonna whiz through this. We're gonna sort of just talk through what my mindset is, what I wanted to do, how I felt. But yeah, this is like really important to get off to a good start for the league and stuff. So we're just doing an offset LOS here to try and get him to sort of like commit over here to one side. So that's the setup basically. Nothing too much there. Got the guard up here. Protect the claw piece. This guy is going to be clutch. If we're going to do anything in this game, it's going to be all on this guy. I actually left the ball carrier out on this drive. I mean, I have got the other agi goat anyway, so if we do get a turnover, we've got him for recovery. It's just, I don't really fancy having him on the pitch when I don't really need him on the pitch, especially against these guys, because there's a lot of mighty blow out there. And tackle. So, kick off, return. There we go. Throwing rock, Jesse James, that's the cowboy. That's my edge goat. That's my dead edge goat. So first game back to OCC, so we had a whole season out, so we do Apo him, and thankfully we Apo him into MNG. So there's no perm, and he's obviously not dead. But yeah, first game back to the season. This is kind of like a weird season for me because I need to kind of rebuild, or like I just need to level up the team. I need to experience the team. So he's getting the armor break there, just a stun. Picks up the ball, gets into a pocket pretty comfortably. We're down a player for the drive. He's just shifting around his Black Orcs. This is really hard for me because it's just guard everywhere and strength 4. So this is obviously going to be a blitz here. And he's going with a mighty blow. Nope. Oh, he's going with the Black Orc. Yeah, so just caging up the ball there. Right, so we've only got this guy based. Gets the push, which is nice. And then the troll. Gets the pow. Gets the armor break. Just a stun. So we're one player down, which unfortunately was off a kickoff event. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty good LOS. It would have been a good turn 1. So we're just trying to chip the man at the front. Dub skull into pushes. Yeah, we're just trying to chip the player at the front. So we're down a reroll, down a player. Can't really hit anything else. So I just skipped. I skipped the rest of that turn. There's nothing else that I want to do. I'm in position. He's obviously looking to go this way. So we're just waiting for him to sort of lead these guys so we can free someone up. So he hits the blodge. He has got tackle though, so he gets the knockdown. And then he gets the Kaz. Obviously, Apo's already gone, so we're now down a blodge guard warrior for the rest of the game. Turn 2. Unfortunately, I mean that was just a badly hurt, so thankfully that was just a badly hurt. If that was any kind of perm or MNG, there's no Apo, so there's nothing really we can do about it except eat it in the face. So down 2 players for the drive. Right, so again we're just not going to do too much this turn, I don't think. Just move over, try and limit the hits. At the moment, all I'm sort of thinking is I want to limit as many hits on my players as possible, purely because I'm 2 players down already, hoping that I can chip something. Gets the push, skull push, pushes him back. Now we've got to protect this guy. So yeah, we just shift him over. I mean, he can get a 2D on here. All he has to do is put the guard in and then blitz and mighty blow. But I think he wants to concentrate on moving the ball forward, which he does. I mean, we could have moved over a little bit, but then we leave ourselves weak in the middle. It's just tough. It's tough against this team. Like, this team here is really good. And we're like 2 players down already. And one of them was a guard, Chaos Warrior. So it makes the game like infinitely harder. So it's just basing with the troll. Not much I can do about that. I can't use any of these squares for an assist. I can't use any of these squares for an assist. I can only use this one. So it has to be a blitz, and then it's just a 1D. So yeah, positionally he's pretty fine. At least we get these guys back though. So yeah, just try and screen off the flank, because this is obviously where it's going. Try and stop him moving forward, basically. Just try and keep him in this corner here. And then this has to be a flat screen, because if I put him there, then he just gets twatted. Alright, so check guard him. Just want to try and chip something with this claw mighty blow. Just try and get something back. Don't break armor. Anything to try and even up the numbers, basically. I didn't put him there because I didn't want to get hit through here. Then we just red dice, because we have got wrestle. He's got no block. And obviously, every time he activates, he has to roll a 2+. So if he really stupided there, that would have been really nice. So he just runs straight back in, goes to the blitz on the wrestle. Doesn't look too bad, like here. Like, I think we actually look alright here. We've got the screen and stuff, so he's just basing up the screen. He's already blitzed as well. Ball's there. See, although this is guards, this is both tagged, so if we blitz with strength 4 here, we've got a 1D on the ball. Like, which is just crazy. At this stage in the game, I remember thinking in this turn, I was thinking like, really? Has he actually given us a 1D on the ball? So we had a 1D here. And then we go for the ball. We roll a skull. And then we roll a push. And we push him backwards. Can't follow it, so it's just, he'll get surfed. But I just thought that was crazy. Absolutely bonkers. And then we get a skull on the other 1D here as well. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have thrown the 1D, to be fair. It's not great after the reroll and stuff. And now we are super based as well. So we're down players with super based. We're just trying to grind them down slowly. Just try and... I mean, like, I couldn't resist the hit on the ball. I was so shocked that we even got the hit on the ball there. And then he just punches everything, which is my bad, really. Like, we get lucky with this. There's, like, we armor break ourselves on the skull. There's no armor breaks on either of these 2 hits, and he only gets the push here. But then he does power the warrior with the troll, and it's just a stun. So this goat's kind of just tied up here. Can't really go anywhere. He's got block as well. And that ball is actually safer now than where it was before. Which is a little bit frustrating, but what can you do? Gets the push. Obviously, going to follow that. And then, yeah, just stand him up. Not really much of a choice. Just try and slow him down. Try and... At this point, I'm just thinking if I can just stop him scoring. Right, so we get the POW. Get the Kaz as well, which is absolutely huge. This is what we wanted. We get Sniggled, and then the Apo saves him. unfortunately. And then we take the dodge out. Looking at that, that was pretty terrible, because I could have just blitzed him from the side here. And then running back there without needing to dodge out. So I've obviously seen, I can see things like, that's the other thing about watching the game back, is that sometimes you just see micro mistakes that just you don't pick up on during the game. Like I literally could have just blitzed him from the side and run back. It would have been safer. So yeah, now he's going for this sort of weird side cage. Our claw mite is not based. Does get the power with the troll. Troll's MVP. Gets the Kaz as well. That troll is MVP. Kaz on the wrestle, which is a bit annoying. Again, it's just a badly hurt though. So apart from the MNG we got from the thrown rock, it is just an MNG. We haven't taken any perms, which, I mean, like, if you're going to have a game like this where you're just going to get a lot of Kaz's and armor breaks across the board, at least it's nothing permanent as such. So, I mean, the problem I'm at here now is the fact that I'm trying to stop the score, because I don't want to lose. Like, I'm trying to stop the score, but in doing so, I'm endangering my players, especially without the Apo as well. Like thinking about this, I wouldn't have followed that normally, and I wouldn't have followed that one either. I should have just stayed out. I should have took the hits and stayed back, and limited the amount of shots that I take back. I think at this point as well, what you got to consider is I'm probably not thinking as clearly as I was at the start of the game, just with a couple of Kazes that have gone a bit unfortunately. I mean, the last turn we did chip a Black Hawk as well, but he's obviously, because the Apos worked, he's back for the second half. Right, so there's another armor break there. And then he's going to blitz the mighty blow. The other thing you'll notice as well is I'm lacking a killer on this team in terms of goat. I don't have like an actual goat killer, but that is, if you saw any of my last season, my last game, my killer goat got AV busts versus Khemri, and I actually just decided to sack it. Like I'm not a huge fan of perms. I'm not a huge fan of AV busts, especially on a killer, because the thing is a killer's going to farm so much SPP. It could be going towards another player that hasn't got an AV bust, and it's, yes, it sets the team back. Yes, it makes games more difficult to win moving forward, but also at the same time, right, this is something as well here, right? So out of all of this, he just leaves me 4 dice on the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a double GFI, which is fair. So yeah, I replaced the killer, which left me kind of like toothless. Apart from this warrior, I don't really have any threats to him, and even the mighty blows like blowing. So we get the POW, but he's obviously got blodge, so we miss out. We miss out on the, and then we 1 in 9 on the reroll. And I said to the guy, I remember in chat, I said to the guy, I was like, that was crazy. Why would you leave me 4 dice on the ball? And he said something like, it's not likely that you get a POW in 4 dice. And I remember thinking, like, you're crazy. Like, I was just like, what? There's definitely quite a high chance that I actually get a POW on 4 dice on the ball. And all we do is push him into the corner and pray for the scatter, and then we're going in at half time at 0-0. And considering the circumstances, considering the fact that I'm down 3 players, yeah, down 3 players going in at half time, I mean, it's going to be hard, but I could potentially turtle for a draw rather than even push for a win, or push for a draw. I've got the LOS hits coming up as well. I just thought it was madness. I don't think he needed to take that risk, but he did, and he got away with it, unfortunately for myself. But like I say, at the moment, nothing permanent. We have been beaten up pretty badly. We tried. We get the God Goat back on the pitch now, though, so we've got the ball carrier back on the pitch. But we are down 2 players, purely because we only have 1 bench. He gets his Black Hawk back. This is our turn 8 as well, so this is purely hoping that we get to remove something here, like anything. And he's got obviously a full 11 with a bench as well. So I was quite interested in the fact that he leaves the troll on the line. And like I say, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not thinking clearly. I'm not playing this like particularly well, just purely because I've taken a few casualties, and I remember thinking that it was almost not lost, but it wasn't going well at all. So pitch invasion knocks his troll over, so I can't hit the troll, and then it leaves me with these 2 linemen. So we take the claw hit. Don't even break armor on that one. And then I think we take the mighty blow hit on this one. No, we take the 3 dice with the... I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if we'd hit. We did hit with mighty. If we did hit with mighty blow, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. And then we do fail the troll again. This is like just probably not the best thing to do. We do get a KO. I mean, obviously, trolls got regen, so fouling trolls is not always the best. So we do get sent off for it. But I mean, a troll for a goat, a skillless goat. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do it again. If I was thinking clearly, I don't know if I'd do that foul again. But right, so we're down 3 players for the drive. He's got a full 11, but the troll stays out. I mean, if the troll comes back, then that's just stupid, isn't it? Then we're down like 4. Or no, we're still down 3, but we'd like he's still got his troll and stuff. So I think that was just desperation, trying to get something out of the game. I was a bit annoyed as well after we didn't get the power on the 4 dice. So it was like, again, the judgment kind of went out the window. And then this second half was just about me trying my best to try and get something out of the game. I know he's got like the numbers advantage. He's three players up. He's out strengthened me because of the Chaos Warrior missing. So he's got like 4 strength 4 guys. I've only got 3. He's out guarding me. We get an extra reroll, which is nice. So he's got like the 2 guards. Yeah, so we do get the knockdown there. And then we hit the Black Orc with Claw. Hit the POW. Something good. Again, don't break armor. Just can't break that armor today. I remember like the Claw guy was just not breaking armor, unfortunately. I mean, you can't rely on it. It's mighty blow in it. So mighty blow Claw. It was our one. It's our one sort of win condition is to just like or draw. I guess it's a draw condition now. Like is to remove like 2, maybe 3 orcs just with the Claw. So we are all completely. We don't do too much. We just take the hits and we move up slightly in the flank just to give them something to aim at. So yeah, I think he just bases here. I think he literally just hardcore mass bases me. Yeah, going in. Gets the power. Gets the armor break. Luckily it's not a removal. It's just a stun. And then he tags the ball. I mean, tagging the ball doesn't really bother me too much. It's a 2+ dodge out with dodge. Unless he puts tackle on it. And then he fails his own dodge there. That was his own 2+ dodge because that's actually 4. So yeah, he's just putting mad pressure on me. And like obviously being 3 players down, like I just can't really do anything about it. So I have to open the turn with a 1D. And get the push away. I mean, I could have done it the other way and hit with the Claw Mighty, but I wanted to use the Claw for the Blitz, I guess. I didn't need to open that with a 1D. So yeah, I'm just trying to clear a path around the left. No armor break again with the Claw Mighty. It's like I don't expect it. Do you know what I mean? I don't expect like I don't just think because it's Mighty Blow and Claw that he should be breaking armor every turn. But as so far, out of a good 4 or 5 attempts, I think he's only actually broke armor once, which is a bit sad. It's just the way the game went with the Kaz's that I was on the end of. I received. versus like the damage output I was getting. It's Orcs though, isn't it? Orcs are really high armor, so maybe if I had like another warrior with the same sort of skills, I might have done a bit more damage. Made it a bit. This is a tough game for the first game for this team for this season. They still need a few more skills across the boards. We do lack punch, and like I say, I had to retire the killer. So as you can see, like the next closest thing to a killer I've got is a mighty blow. It hasn't even got block. Goat. So it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. So yeah, now we're just running away because we're like, right, we need to separate him because he's too strong for me to handle. He's got too many players. Like, I'm kind of desperate at this point just to try and get anything to work. There we go, another non-armor break. But again, I'll stop going on about it now because it doesn't matter too much anymore. It is what it is. It would have been nice to like chip like again, but yeah, it's really hard. Taking the dodge is a 3+, so we get lucky there that we make the dodge. I just want to score him for it. I want to keep him moving. I want to try and pull him apart basically, because altogether he's just stronger than me. He's got more guard than me. He's got more players than me. So I can't fight at this point. Now I'm getting desperate. Like there's nothing really I can do. I'm just looking for one opportunity to score, and then even if I do score, I don't think there's much way of me stopping him scoring back. So I'm trying to kind of like run the clock down a bit to get as little turns left for him if I do score, while at the same time like keeping the ball safe. So I think this is the turn that I see an opportunity, which is a really bad opportunity. So we get the blitz. Not gonna say it. We tag this guy here, and then we see this opportunity here. So we run through, hand off, and then we fail at the handoff, unfortunately. Re-roll it into success. So what I'm seeing here is trying to get away from this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GFI. So he's like a double GFI away to hit. Maybe the thing is, because I failed the handoff, I couldn't take the GFI. If I took the GFI, we've got everyone tagged here, so it's only this guy that can really make it, and this guy's out of the picture. So maybe I should have took the GFI, thinking about it. But it's hard. Once that reroll was used, it was really hard for me to. But I think we did alright. I think we did alright to actually get to this position to break free, considering that like how many men down we are, and like how like out strength we are. So yeah, he gets a knockdown there. Fails the dodge. This is what we needed. This is what we need. So just fail this one more dodge and we're almost there. Yeah. See, if he fails that, we stand him up, we claw hit this guy, we run the ball forward, and we screen with the block goat. But he makes the dodge, and he does the dodge. He does the dodge before he moves this player. Like there's no need for that. He could have just moved that player. If that player's going there, he could have done that before the dodge, and then he doesn't take the hit here. Right, so there we go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. So he managed to chip an orc there. He's strength bust, so he's basically a dead orc as well, I believe. Yeah, oh no, move bust. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So what I'm thinking here is take a chain push, blitz from this square. Hopefully we pow. Don't get the pow, and then we were going to push this guy out, and then this guy would have been free. But instead, because we got the push, we just thought, oh, we'll hit him. He's got dodge, so this was a bit of a mess of a turn, in all honesty. I was just like, I was so hoping for the pow, and again, not playing brilliant because that's blodge. So it's like a really stupid chance of it actually working. I probably could have thought about that turn a bit better. And now, yeah, he can just hit this guy. This guy's guard, so he's all automatic assist on the warrior. Gets the armor break. Gets the power there. Yeah, now he's just like hitting everything. Problem is with this goat as well is now we kind of run out of space, because if we stand up he gets surfed and we're not in scoring range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually 1 square short of scoring range as well. Which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, he's just going to go in for the 1D. Gets the power of the 1D straight away without using a reroll. He's down to 1 reroll as well, so I was just hoping, like, just use a reroll. I was just hoping for something to work. So, I mean, like, looking back at it, I remember feeling at the time, like, I remember feeling, like, really unlucky. I mean, a lot of stuff didn't really go right for me, but looking back at it, I played some terrible turns. That last turn could have been a lot better. But then I feel like my head was kind of like, meh. I'm surprised I didn't go for the pickup. I mean, I can't do anything about these two. Like, literally, I can't do anything about these two. And we failed a dodge. Which is this guy up here, yeah. So we failed this dodge up here. That's just to get him off the sideline to try and make him relevant again. So now we're just like trying to shield the ball to make it really hard for him to get it. It's not hard. It's pretty straightforward in actual fact. So now I'm thinking, right, get dodge out here, come back here. Like dodge out here potentially. Just launch it to him. Gets the knockdown. In goes the guard. Gets the POW. Knocks him down. And then we're in a position now where we can't stand him up. Because he's stuck on the sides. And then we get a 1 in 9. Try and blitz him off. Get a skull. Get a 1 in 9. Wow. It's like... That's just awful. And then we failed the dodge. So that turn was just failure. That was just a turn of failure. No matter what I did, it failed. So there wasn't anything happening there. Now we've got this warrior. So this is all without an Apo as well. So like I was genuinely terrified at this point. This is all without an Apo. And luckily I've got through to this stage without any perms or any deaths. But yeah, 3-4 players down. Had a few bad like block dice and stuff, but again, I could have played better. It's not my finest game. I should have kept my heads when I think the major turning point, right? The rock did a lot to throw my head. Like the rock turn 0 is. I mean, it is what it is. When it happens, you just got to accept it, you know? Like, you've got to move on as quickly as possible. So this is another thing. It just gives me a 2 dice on the ball for no reason at all. Like, no reason at all. So we get the POW. And then I don't have any movement left there. So yeah, the rock happens. Then a couple of, like, the Kaz on the guard warrior with Blodge. We actually kill a Black Orc there, which is... he hasn't got an Apo anymore either, has he? Because he Apo'd the first Black Orc. So if that happened like turn 1 or 2, like it would have been a completely different game. Failed to break armor quite a lot. We got the POWs. With the claw guy just didn't pop until the second, like the late turns in the second half. And then we end up losing 2-0. Also the 4 dice on the ball at the end of turn 8. Like all these things were just like affecting me, and then like my second half, I don't know if the troll's the right play at all. I mean, we got lucky and we KO'd him, but we got sent off, and the KO didn't come back. If the KO comes back, that's just terrible. But at the same point, I was I was at the stage where I was just like, I need to do something to get back into this game, because I felt a lot further behind than it might have looked. And I think I was a lot further behind than it looked. And I mean, yeah, 4 armor breaks all game. I mean, we weren't rolling a lot of hits. We got 38 blocks versus 42. So we didn't actually get out blocked that much, considering we had so many less players throughout the game. And we did get like 3 Kazs and a KO from the armor breaks that we got. But yeah, unfortunately, 2 injuries inflicted. So that doesn't count the rock. The rock doesn't count. And then it's the timing of the injuries, I think, because the guard bodge guy was relatively early. I think I looked at this at the time. There's no real point in looking at dice rolls, but 24, 27. It's pretty standard days. It's not actually that bad, and that's pretty standard as well. 26, 27, 28. So it's not even that. It's just the timing of it. And we lost 2-0 in a game that I felt that I could have won. I felt he had the better team, and especially after turn 1, he had the better team when I lost the edgy guy, and he gave us a couple of shots at the ball, but they're hard to take. It's tough to take, but good luck to the guy. I think he's gone on to win. I know he won his next game. I don't know if he won the one after that, but he's definitely going to be. He's got a good solid team. We get an MVP on a goat that actually gets the level, so we got a level out of the game, which is fine. But yeah, this was a bit disappointing. So 3 Kaz on 1 guy and an MVP. So we got 11 SPP, which is better than no SPP, basically. Better than 5 SPP. And we did kill a Black Orc, so for him going forwards, it's a bit tougher. So yeah, this is slightly different. Oh, this is slightly different. It's a sort of recap over the Division first game, just purely because I didn't stream it. I wasn't about. I was well, there was other things going on that night, and I do like to catch up. So if I miss out a game, because I want to have it all on the YouTube channel, so you can see it and you can see how the team develops, like from game to game to game. But yeah, it's a nice short one as well. It's only half an hour, so I know some of the games can go on a bit longer, but. Yeah, follow, like, there's more stuff down below in terms of like video and content and stuff. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon. I've got a game next week, I think next week, but yeah, I'll see you guys soon.